it's Mrs. Beaufeaux here. Thanks for tuning in to Art at Home with Mrs. Beaufeaux. I've been asked to do something for our older children, so today I'm going to be working on a 2-point perspective drawing. So we're going to be working with two different terms that my 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders should already know. We're working with perspective and with vanishing points. This is the image that I finished using a 2-point perspective. I also used permanent markers and crayons to add color to my image. I hope you enjoyed today's video. One of today's new art concepts is perspective. This is defined as drawing objects on a 2-dimensional surface in a way that gives a 3-dimensional impression. This means you're drawing something on a flat surface, such as a piece of paper, and still making it look like it has height, length, width. The supplies for today's project include paper, a ruler, tape, pencils, and erasers. If you'd like to add color to your project, I used simply crayons, and I had some permanent markers for a little extra pizzazz. To start our project off, it's pretty important to get this part right. We want to affix our paper to the table and put 2 spots on the sides. I put 2 dots in the middle of those spots to create my vanishing points. So what are vanishing points? A vanishing point is defined as the point at which receding parallel lines viewed in perspective appear to converge. The image on the left shows a 2-point perspective, which means we have 2 vanishing points. The image on the right is a single vanishing point perspective. To start this project, you can kind of see a light line directly in the middle connecting the 2 vanishing points. That's my horizon line. The next step I'm doing is creating guiding line. Every time I make a guiding line, you can see I'm lining my ruler up with the top or the bottom of my vertical line, and then I'm dragging that ruler way over to that dot. And you can see that by holding the ruler on one portion of the dot and rotating the ruler, I'm getting the correct angle. Those lines are called orthogonal lines. Then I created 3 vertical lines going up and down to make my buildings. As you can see, now I'm creating my windows. I'm using my straight edge to help me make sure that the windows look right, that they're in the correct place. It's always important to have your eraser handy for these projects. Further cleaning up this image, and this is what it looks like straight on. At this point, if you'd want to leave it just as a single building structure, it would still count as 2-point perspective. I'm going to continue with this image, adding 2 buildings, one on each side of the central building. It's going to be a little confusing because now I'm using both vanishing points in a little different way. Take a look, go ahead and pause the video and rewind it. These 2 buildings, I decided to do the windows a little bit different. Going through the Twin Cities is always fantastic for me, especially just driving through on 94, because you see so many different types of architectural structures. So this is what my image looked like in pencil. You can see my eraser lines a little differently. I went through with a fine point Sharpie marker, just like I tell my kids all the time, making it a little cleaner. Okay, then I'm erasing my lines, I'm coloring the images in a different way. Each building has 2 different versions of the same hue, so I have a tint and a shade to make it look like, ooh, the sun's coming from one way. So this side of the building is going to be lighter and that side's going to be darker. you so much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed discovering 2-point perspective drawings with the new art concepts of perspective and vanishing points. See you later.